god, this is so party.
What?
Or whatever.
Amazing.
No, please stop.
Yes.
Hello everyone and welcome to the wiwibloggs review of Israel's Eurovision 2015 entry, Golden Boy by Nadav Guedj. I'm Pork and I'm coming to you live from Ireland, and I'm joined by Patrick, our Austrian correspondent, and Sopone, who's in New York. Okay, so to start off, what do you guys think of the song?
I think Israel did another amazing choice for the song in Eurovision. It's really something different that we hear this year in Eurovision. It's not a ballad, it's not a female artist, it's finally an up-tempo number, and it's great. It shows the Arabian Israeli influences in it, the sounds, the melodies. It's a perfect composition, and together with the slow melody in the beginning and then the explosion in the chorus, it's a perfect song, and I hope they will go to the final.
Well, it's not anything like the other 2015 songs so far. It's different. It's very ethnic, obviously. It's a party song, and I'm not really liking it too much, but I don't really dislike it that much either, I guess. It sounds kind of cheap but expensive at the same time. It sounds very modern but old-fashioned at the same time. It's just very down the line, I guess, if you could put it that way.
It nearly strikes me as if they were in the recording studio and they'd loads of bits of different songs and they've stuck them all together and mixed them up, because the start is really slow and you think, oh no, it's going to be another ballad, and then it kind of nearly turns into an Ollie Moore's style of song, and they throw in a bit of a theme, then they throw in a bit of ethnic music that you could imagine coming out of any of the eastern countries, and it's a real mix, and at some moments it works and others you're just like, no, please stop. But I think the overall package is good, maybe?
Well, while we're on the idea that it's an ethnic song, I'm just going to say it's curiously the first Israeli song in their 40-plus years of Eurovision history that has no Hebrew lyrics. It's, I don't know, like, it's just, again, another contrast. So ethnic, yet they don't use their own language.
I know you're a linguist, or you'd like to consider yourself a linguist. Are you disappointed by the lack of Hebrew in this year's entry?
Very disappointed. It's an Israeli tradition to send their lyrics in at least some Hebrew, and I guess who do we have now left? Portugal and Serbia are like the only ones left, I think, that aren't English-speaking countries to send a song that is partly in their language, I guess, and we still aren't sure about Serbia this year. So it's just kind of sad what the standards have come to.
Well, I think traditions are there to break them up. I think it's good that English arrived in Israel as well. But of course, Hebrew is an amazing language, really mystical and special. So it would be great if they included that as well. But I think it's good that they send something different and something completely in English. Although, as you said, Sopan, we have so many English songs right now in Eurovision and not many national languages. So it's good and it's bad. So I'm in the middle.
And now Nadav won a talent show to win the right to represent Italy at Eurovision, and he's only 16. He's an amateur. Well, he's been an amateur to this point. How do you rate him as a performer overall? And do you think his age and inexperience could end up hampering his Eurovision?
I think the thing is with the age this year is not really like there, because we have San Marino, very young people. We have now Israel, so I don't think that they would say, oh, and Ireland as well, 16 or 17 years old or 18, I don't know. So I think with the age it won't work this year. But I think he's a fresh face and he's a male singer, and I think that will be a big thing in the Eurovision this year because we have so many female vocalists. So basically, it's good for him, and the song is fresh. So yeah, I think it would be he could go to the final because of the song only.
Yeah. Well, age is really nothing but a number, to quote Aaliyah right there. It's not going to really affect him, in my opinion. I'm just not thinking the song's strong enough to get into the final compared to what else is in semifinal 2. And given these are like so-and-so weak countries, but they're actually bringing some really strong stuff this year compared to their previous years, and that's going to really come to the battlefield of semifinal 2 when it's time. So Israel, I think, is just not pulling out its best machine gun this year with the song.
Okay, you've kind of hit on it there in your last point, Sopon, about whether Israel will qualify or not. Because for the last few years, they've kind of been put into the category of shock non-qualifiers. That especially last year with My Feingold not making it out of the semi. So you've already kind of said that you don't think he'll get out. What do you
Nope.
do? You rate his chances, Patrick?
I think it's not about the song actually, but it's something special compared to the other ballads. We have so many ballads. We have Malta, we have Latvia, with all these female vocalist ballads, and he's fresh, he's danceable. I think especially the audience in Vienna will enjoy this the most, and I think many people would say, "Oh my God, this is so party and it's so special." So I think about that he can go to the final, but it's Israel again, and we saw them struggling in so many last years with so amazing songs. So it's 50-50. Like I would say no because it's Israel, sadly, or 50% yeah because it's a dance song. I don't know. I have no idea.
I think he could end up nearly having a Susie style effect, because if you remember before the final, she wasn't particularly popular and there was a lot of criticism at the Portuguese national selection. But then she was really one of the few really upbeat songs. And her song wasn't great, but people got behind it and they were able to dance to it and party to it. And I think Israel could have the same effect this year, especially this year is probably even worse than last year, that there's so many ballads in comparison to upbeat songs. So I think that could work in his favour. But then Israel have the whole issue of the politics. We won't get into that. They don't have many neighbours. Well, they don't have any neighbours competing in Eurovision. So then there's all that to play for. We'll have loads more Israeli news and Eurovision news in general back at wiwibloggs.com. And if you want to follow us on social media, we're on Pinterest, Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, Instagram at wiwibloggs. And subscribe to our YouTube channel for lots more videos, and we'll have loads more interviews and reviews right throughout the Eurovision season. So until next time, bye.
Bye.